Good morning, evening, afternoon, night, wherever in the world you may be, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing today? Oh my Lord, I know it's been a while. I'm hoping to come at y'all with some better stuff. So I mean, hell, here goes nothing. Here literally goes nothing. Alright, I'm at the Petro down here at the bottom of Grapevine here in California, y'all. Here in California. It's like the state of California. It don't want to let me go. I mean, dang. I already ran one load all the way from coming from Lacey, Washington, ran all the way down to a place I've never heard before. A place down there, down off of the 215. Was it 215? Yeah, it was off of 215. I'm trying to remember where this place is, y'all. Ran all the way down, and I've been running on low wires too, so hopefully something gives up and somebody actually gives me a shot here. I know it's just south of Paris, California. It's not the wonderful Paris that we're thinking about. This place is just south of Moreno Valley. It's P-E-R-R-I-S, Paris. It's almost like they got to the P and said, "Ah, screw it. We'll just spell it how it sounds." Got down, delivered that load, run back over to Eastvale, picked up a load, went back up to, what was that, Red Bluff, California, then back down to Woodland to pick up a load today, going back down here to San Bernardino. Looks like for the past couple of days, though, I've been stuck in this state. I can't get out, y'all. But I noticed something. I've noticed this whole deal because I got my ass chewed out for doing 60 in this state. I'm not even a company driver, for God's sake, y'all. I'm not a company driver. Man, I get chewed out over this, right? I'm out here, I got my cruise set on 56. And a 55, I know, one over, blah, blah, blah. What people don't understand is whenever you got all of that weight on them tires tend to squat. So it actually backs that speed down until you get a little bit of weight reduction. And I'm pretty damn heavy right now. So, me running 56 mile an hour here, I have almost been rear-ended by so many of these super truckers. I've almost had my front end taken off of this thing here. And I wish I had something to upload the videos from my dash cam, because it's like this one driver, the Swift driver, started passing me, you know. I ain't got a problem with you passing. Hey, that's your ticket, your ass, that's up to you, you know. But this guy gets just barely past me. He had his blinker on whenever he got to the side of my truck. Okay. If you're going to pass somebody, don't bullshit around with them and pass them. Well, this son of a gun got just barely past and was already coming over, about a few foot in front of my truck, was already coming over. Yeah, I got on the radio and I basically complained about it, so what? There's so many of these so-called, some of these professional steering wheel holders out here that needs to learn what a blasted radio's for, what a CB radio is for. They're not just to make you look cool and look all stylish and stuff. Those things save people's lives. They save people's asses. All right, get a CB radio, learn how to talk on the thing, and communicate with people. You know, with all of this right here, like this device that I'm talking to y'all through right now. I'm not a huge fan of it. I can't stand computers. As y'all probably heard me Richie complain about it before. I can't stop it. But I can talk to y'all for a minute about it. I can talk to y'all about, everybody put so much damn trust in, whether it's their cell phones or whatnot. Just not paying attention out here, not giving a damn. Nobody will ever pay attention if we don't first put them phones down. Because the phone thing, without communication, without proper communication, just getting out there and talking, communicate with one another, and we'll live, much better. You see, this right here, the technology has went so far beyond where it should have been, and people don't know how to properly use their electronic devices and stuff. That's their life. That's everybody's lives now. We got to get out there and communicate with one another. It's like trying to understand a woman, or a woman trying to understand a man. Now I'm gonna poke the bear a little bit on this one right here. Hopefully that bear don't get up and maul my ass, because I don't want to end up coming out the ass end of a damn bear anytime soon. All right, because that's gotta hurt. Any freaking way, y'all. It's like trying to understand my old lady sometimes. I love you, sweetheart. I love her dearly. But sometimes it's like trying to figure out her, or with her trying to figure out something with me. If we don't talk to one another, we ain't gonna know what the hell is going on with one another. And you're trying to play the guessing game on what's wrong. Is everything okay? I mean, that right there, can, wow, thinking about that, it's dangerous, y'all. See, because it does cause arguments and fights, even with me and her. I'm sure that everybody else has to deal with the same thing out there. All right, because it's life. Man, you got to learn to live with it. You only live once, y'all. So proper training. Would communicate is the single most effective way of letting people know how you're feeling or what's going on. Swift driver apparently didn't have a radio in the truck whenever I went to raise the hell out of it. It's like this, speed limit being 55. I've got my cruise set at 56, and you're still gonna pass me. If you're gonna pass me, freaking pass. Don't bullshit around. That's one thing I wanted to talk to y'all about. Now that I'm finally getting on this old cellular phone here, this cellular device. Oh yeah, been a while, y'all. Been a while. I had what was I going to talk about? I had another brain fart. This ain't good. My sometimes it's acting up again, y'all. My sometimes it's going to turn into Alzheimer's, and whenever Alzheimer's kicks in, oh boy. How many of y'all going to have fun with that? I know a lot of people back home, they didn't have fun whenever I was growing up, whenever I actually had everything going up there, so I'm pretty sure that they're going to have a kick out of it. They're going to have so much of a damn kick right there, they're probably going to use it to have have a damn ass kicking contest. They're probably going to turn around and start kicking the shit out of this ass. Out of me. Because I'm an ass. Get it? Oh, if y'all didn't get that, y'all. Because I am an ass. Communication, though. All about communicating. Quit letting these things take over your day-to-day lives. You got a family at home? Communicate with your family. Communicate with somebody. Let them know how you're feeling. Let them know what's going on. Talk to people. Yeah, you got people like me that's assholes that, you know, if you've never heard me talk, yeah, if you've never been around me to see how I act, you may think like, well, he's just, you know, you can judge that book by its cover, but until you read it, you'll never know. At the same time, people like me, being assholes, we pretty much, for those of us that are doing it for the right reasons, we help everybody. You may not think that, but we're actually helping you. Actually giving you a fighting chance at it. Just too many of these dang professional steering wheel holders out here. Too many professional steering wheel holders out here behind the wheel of these automatics, not a care in the world, not adequate training, don't use their mirrors. The one thing that Swift driver did right, y'all, is actually had the blinker on. That's the one thing. And that blinker stayed on the entire lane change. But you just can't judge distance. Oh, here's the other thing. I stopped at the Love back over in Lost Hills, California. I pulled around, which I had a decent amount of time right there. I was needing to get fuel, or at least I thought I did. I didn't even get 40 gallons in the damn thing when I got there. Extra fuel mileage I'm getting. But I pull around, and I'm seeing, alright, people are parked on both sides of the street coming into this place. Now, if you haven't been there in a while, or if you've been there recently, there is a construction where they were doing construction out there, building the road out. They put new concrete down, and hopefully they go back over it with asphalt, make it nice. So you can only go in one way and all this wonderful stuff. But people are parking all over the damn parking lot. They're parking all out in the streets. People are holding up fuel islands. And when I drove around, I seen at least 9 or 10 empty spaces. I'm wondering, if y'all need to know how to back, if y'all need help backing, don't be afraid to go up and ask somebody. Just go up there and ask, be like, okay, look, I have issue with backing. Can I please get some assistance? Can I please get your help or whatnot? You'll be surprised at how many people are willing to get out there and actually help you. But if you get out there and you do that stupid crap, y'all need to be prepared for somebody to talk a lot of crap about that, because it ain't gonna work. What happens whenever you get to a customer and you say, okay, you got to back into that door? Are you going to back into that dock? Or are you going to, or are you just going to get over there and be like, okay, you got to get your stuff off in the middle of this parking lot because I can't back? I understand why car haulers and a lot of the flatbedders with the spread axles especially are sitting out there parked along curbs or stuff like that. I understand why. For the old car haulers, or the toy haulers as they're known by out here, if they back so far into the space and they got a car on the very ass end of their trailer, somebody comes backing into the space behind them, what happens? If that driver's not paying attention, he's going to smash right into that vehicle. Then that's part of that driver's responsibility for his load, just like, you know, making sure our boxes are sealed up with product on there, because anytime that any of us grab up a load, it's our responsibility. Or you get one of these guys that's got the spread axles, and you know they never pivot on the same exact axle all the time. They sit there and they'll flip-flop back and forth. So you got to find that niche in there. Now, me personally, I've never backed up anything that was spread, but from the things that I've heard from an old student of mine, from a lot of other folks out there that we all stay in communication with, you know, they agree with him. You know, that the pivot point keeps flip-flopping back and forth during the backs and all. Okay, I can see them not backing in as much as far as this goes. It's not saying that they can't back, because I mean, a lot of the stuff that they do actually is, you know, pull forward. Every so often, they still have to back. It's harder for them to back, or the toy haulers, they don't want to get their cars crushed because of somebody not paying attention, not watching them mirrors, not getting out and actually looking. But whenever you got a box like me and you got normal tandems, there's no freaking excuse for that. For parking on the side of the streets, there's no excuse for any of that. Just be a good, have some common courtesy. Gain some common knowledge and use common sense. Because everybody that does that, they're jacking up the freaking parking lots, they're jacking up the driveways, the road, everything. You can't get by them. Especially for the ones that, you know, are trying to get in and out in a hurry. And the jackasses out there that's holding us up, well, they'll hold us up. Now we're trying to get in and out of there, get out of everybody's way, get back on the road. Then y'all become a problem. So expect somebody to chew your ass out, because it's not to just tear you down. It's to help you understand that, you know, common courtesy, respect one another out here. Freaking keep the thing moving. My God, this is how trucking works. Gotta keep moving. Oh, Lordy, have mercy. I just wish people would understand that. If you've never been around a C-Bait radio, people, I think now's the time to go out and get you one. And if you're unsure about how to set the radios up with the antennas and everything, get somebody that knows how to set all those little knobs on there and everything, get the proper antennas and everything, get the entire setup. And if you need help, there's somebody that's been around the dang radios to help you out with them. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to get some for my personal vehicles. I'm gonna try to get a hold of a system that I can have actually at the house, a nice little base type deal set right there at the home place. You know, my old lady daughter gets bored while they're sitting at home. I just crank that up. I'm gonna have it powerful enough to reach out. That way they can hear truck drivers whenever they actually communicate with one another, and not being a bunch of freaking steering wheel holders, professional steering wheel holders. That'd be awesome. So, communicate, everyone. Quit hiding behind the phones and communicate. I'm supposed to get off of this thing right here, go my happy jolly self. Don't you ever sail below a woman. My old lady, she was always messing with me over there. But, you know, get out there, communicate. I'm going to get out off of this thing right here. I'm going to go to bed. Or at least I say I'm going to go to bed. You know, right as soon as my head lays down, it might be one of these things right here when my eyes are spring wide open. Won't be able to go to sleep for a while. That's what sucks about this job, but it comes with it. So, for everybody out there, all my friends and family back home, all over this country, even around the old world, let me see if I can get this thing right one time, because it's been a minute since I did it. If it's hot where you are, stay cool. If it's cool where you are, stay warm. Get out there. Don't do anything stupid. Stay safe. And I'll catch y'all son of a guns later. Holla.